Howdy everyone, thanks for joining me. We're back in APBA Golf here, and we're going to be doing a hole, maybe two, depends on how fast we are here. Justin Thomas here. So far, 1 under par on the back nine. Let's see what we got here. So front nine, we had 3 birdies, 2 bogeys. So we were out in 34, so 1 under par. Back nine, we got a birdie, a par, and a bogey on the last hole. So we were remaining at 1 under par. So we're going to hole number 13. Let's take a look at hole number 13 here for Justin Thomas. This is Bluegrass here. And it is the island. Par 4, 350. Pretty manageable. Here is your flyby. Nice. Fairway. Right at the dog leg. Right at the 255-yard marker. And then we have, island green. Look at that. Our hole location 6, which is 5 yards short and to the right of this hole. So let's see what Justin can do here on this one. We will be rolling for wind again, guys. Thursday. Phantomatic, how you doing, buddy? Don't forget, Thursday at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are going to be having the creator designer Scott Moeller, who created, not that, let's try this this one over here. There we go. The Golf Caddy, which lets you play APBA Golf, keeps track of all the detailed information in the program. And if you want to find out how to use it, what it does and everything, come on by Thursday at 7 Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to have, like I said, the designer, developer, creator of the program on our show. We're going to go through, talk about it, how what's its uses, what can you do with it, you know, what it can do, and then we're going to play some holes with it and show you guys how it actually operates. It's going to be a great time. So come on by. Basic introduction to the Golf Caddy. So you can see here a lot of detailed information. Right here is our windscreen. So we're going to actually roll on the windscreen. Here we go. And we got a 44, which, because we are in calm days, calm is not going to be anything. So no wind on this hole. All right. So we are headed over to hole number 13 here. Let's see what Justin Thomas can do on hole number 13. And let's take you back to the screen here. So Justin Thomas, let's see what he can do on hole number 13. So we need to find out what the hell we're going to do here. We have a 5-wood, which is 245. That would land us just short, and then we're gonna work the ball. I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna work the ball here, and so I'm gonna put in Golf Caddy that we're gonna work the ball 5 yards to the left. Just 5 to the left. Justin Thomas has, if he hits his normal, it'll actually go 15 to the right. So we want to compensate for that a little bit. So we're gonna compensate by going just 5 to the left. I don't want to get too close to his bunkers. I'd rather be over here, but I don't want to be way over here behind the tree either. So Justin, let's see if we can get a good one, buddy. Come on. One good drive out of you, please, for the love of God. 24. Oh, God. I swear, Justin, I don't know what I'm going to do with you, but you're just horrible at driving. So 24 is going to be a 12. So we're going to use our 5-wood. And we hit a 12 on this bad boy. And it's going to go way, way right. Fortunately, we were aiming left, so that's going to be good. So we need to roll for the working the ball. Let's see what we end up on that. 55, that'll actually be good. That is a 3. 3 on working the ball is -5. So we were working it left, so no adjustment there. So if we were working the ball, enter adjustment value. Let's go -5 on that. Let's see if I did that right. So, yep, so we were aiming left, 5, we ended up going right, so we're at the 220, right 25, so 220, right 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, so we're in the rough at the 220 marker. And now we're going to get a roll. Fortunately, we're in the fairway, so half the fairway is going to be 10 yards. So we're going to get 10-yard roll on that, only half. I think you round up on that, I'm pretty sure. If somebody knows for sure, let me know. So it's normally a 15-yard, and in this case, 15 would roll to 10 yards. So the golf caddy tells us that we should be at 330, right 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So that's where we're going to end up. 330, right 25. In the rough. And so, let's see how this goes here. So, whoop. Why don't you stay up on your little stand? That would be awesome, dude. So here is my question now. So we're at 230, right 25, which is going to be right there. So is that considered intermediate rough? Because we're like literally 1 hex away. You can see how that green, even the fairway comes in a little bit there. So we're, I believe you get the first hex next to the fairway is considered intermediate rough. If I'm not mistaken, somebody let me know. So what do we got left on this shot? The golf caddy says we have a 125-yard shot left. Well, let's see. 75, 80, 95, 75 to 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 105. All right, let's do it like this. 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 105, 110, 115, 120. So we're 25, which means it's going to cost us 5 yards and back. And so that would be, 125. So our game caddy is right on this. So, intermediate rough, we got to go to our lies section here to see what we got. Intermediate rough. Intermediate rough. There we are. So let's roll on the intermediate rough column here. Oh, look at that. Another 55. That's all right. I'll take that. So, intermediate rough, 55 is actually not good. It's a flyer. Hit shot from fairway, then roll under the flyer column. Okie dokie. Hit shot from the fairway, then roll under the flyer. So it can go anywhere from -5, -10, +10, yeah, okay. So what do we got left? We got 125 left. Is that what we got left? Yeah, 125. We actually have 120 because our thing is 5 yards short of the center. So we're at 120. So what do we hit 120? Our sand wedge, we hit 125. I think that's going to have to be the club. It's going to have to be the sand wedge. We get to hit it out of the fairway. So let's see what Justin does with his iron shot here on the island green. "125 yards into this island green, tucked, surrounded by water there, as you can see over there." Wow, 44. So we rolled a 55, 55, and now a 44. So for our irons, that is a 2. That is 115 right 5. 115 right 5. And we weren't working the ball there. 115. So we should be at the... So it's going to carry 125 right 5. And actually, is there a roll? A -5? Yeah, there is a -5. Okay. It's good to know. So we're going to end up going... $125 right 5. And then, oh wow, that might be perfect for us. Again, we are 125 away from the center. It went right 5. Oh my gosh, this might be right where we needed to go. So 125 was right here to the center. We went right 5 and back 5. Backspin. So, but before any of that happens, before we do the backspin, we need to check out of the flyer, roll on the flyer column off the lie. Let's see. Come on, Justin. Let's get on a flyer here. So, 11 to 36 would be nothing. So we would like that. 45. Carry is, oh, -5. Okay, so let's go back then. So instead of 125, we went 120, right 5, and then with the backspin, we ended up right there. So just one straight edge away. One straight edge away. Oh, I forgot to put the first shot in the golf caddy. That's my bad. So let me go back and do that. So we hit a 5 wood, and he rolled a 12, and then transfer the shot. We got a -5 on that working the ball adjustment, and then we had a 10-yard roll. So that put us at 230, right 25. There we go. And we ended up in the, we wanted to end up in the IR, the intermediate rough. IR. All right, so that, yeah, that's why it was, okay, so it left us to 120 left, which is perfect. Just what we needed, 120. Unfortunately, we got that roll back on it. So, second shot, then we used a sandwich. We got a, what did we roll in this sandwich? I think we got a 44, right? So that was a 2. So let's click on that and transfer the shot. And that is going to put us at 350, right 5. 325, 35, or 23, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, right 5. But we had maybe it's not as good as I thought. Let me see. What am I missing? I'm missing something. Dave Garner, sandwich. Yeah, there you go. So we had carry of 125, right 5, green -5. Adjusted roll. Yeah. Oh, maybe I got to actually manually put that in. Adjusted roll is -5. So we should be at 345, 25, 30, 35, 40, 40. We should be at, it says we should be at 345 right 5, which would be right at our pin, which I would love that, but I'm trying to figure out where it got that extra 5 yards from. We have -5 in the roll. We had no wind. The flyer. Oh, we forgot to click on the flyer, didn't we? Right. So we had -5 because we rolled a 45 on it. Right. So that's. Please make sure a lie type abbreviation is entered in the dashboard for shots requiring a second lie roll. Okay, so all right, so let me see. We are intermediate rough. Yep, okay. So we're gonna go back and hit this shot again. We hit a. We rolled a 44, which was a 2. There we go. And then lie. We rolled a 46. So let's see if that puts us. 40. No, it's not transferring that. So just trying to think of why it's not transferring that. What do I have to do? I have to go to. Flyer. There we go. Flyer. We rolled a 50. There we go. Please make sure a line type abbreviation is entered in the dashboard for shots requiring a second. Hey, Alan Shaw, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see you. We're just trying to get a hole done here. Maybe 2 if I can figure out why it's not taking that. And that's probably something we can talk to him. You can talk to Steve on Thursday at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to actually get the golf caddy guy to come out and show us his golf program. And you can see here, it's telling me exactly where I should be on the course. And for some reason, it's just not taking the lie. I'm not sure what I have to do for that. Yeah. Please make sure a line type abbreviation. Oh, do I have to put something in here? Let's see, line type. All right, so line type is going to be IR, intermediate rough. And then we clicked on that. Let's see if it. Yes, now it's done it. There you go. So it's adjusted. It's now 340 right 5, which is what I calculated. So that is great. So 340. So 25, 30, 35, 40 right 5. So we're 1 straight edge away after 2 shots. So we're going to update that shot. And we are 1 straight edge away. Let's see. Let's hope it calculates a good number for us. 8 feet away. 8 feet for the birdie for Justin Thomas here. 8 feet. 1 to 20, and this is in. 1 to 20, Justin. 1 to 20, my friend. Come on. 31. 22. Ah, so close. 22 is B. What is B? B is putt for bogey or higher is in. Putt for par or lower is missed. But they makes the next putt. So we'll call that tap in. Tap in. Initial disc 8. Yep, so it's going to leave a tap in. Let's see if I did that right. Oh, I got to putt 1. Putt 2 should be in. And then transfer. I messed that up. I'm sure I did. Damn. I'm sure I messed that up in the program. So, yeah, but that is super good. I just need to get a little bit more practice. I missed, looks like it missed putting the second shot in. So that's probably my bad. What we're going to do is I'm actually going to just reset the hole, and I'm going to transfer hole number 13. We're going to replay this hole from scratch again. So we're going to use the same results though. So we rolled, there is no wind. We go to the caddy. In the caddy, we are looking for a 5 wood. We rolled a 12 on that. Oh, wait, let's go back to the caddy. We were aiming left, or working the ball left. So we were working at 5 yards left. Then we go to the 5 wood. We hit a 12 on that. And then we got a -5 on our flight to that, which should put us. And then we had 10 yards of roll on the first shot. So that put us at 230, right 25. So we're just going to go back to this. 230. 230. 230, right 25, which is intermediate rough. All right. So let's update that. And IR, intermediate rough. Cool. So again, just to show you what I'm doing, I'm working on this right here. Just keeping track of what the shots were. So that's our first shot. Our second shot, we decided to go with the old sand wedge. So we went to the sand wedge. We got us a 2 on the sand wedge. And our lie gave us a intermediate rough up there. And we rolled a 45 on that one. That was a sand wedge. We rolled a 2. Transfer. Lie. There we go. So that should have put that in there. Yep, -5 on the carry. And then roll, we got a -5 on the roll, which should have put us at 340, right 5. We'll update that. And we are in the... We should be... Canceling that. Yeah, I'm missing something. I'm missing something here. So let's reset this shot. All right, second shot. We used sand wedge. We hit a 2. We're gonna, and then lie was intermediate rough, and we got a -5 to our carry on that. The 45. And then we got -5. Oh, we got -5 on the for the green. Okay. Cool. Let's go on and try another hole just so we can practice again here. Just so I can practice another hole. Let's go on to another one. Reset the hole, transfer. We're going to play, I guess we'll play hole number 14. This one we're going to have to pick up the pace on here. 14. Oh, well, good. It's a par 3. Here's your flyby, ladies and gentlemen. 217-yard par 3, and ours is actually 10 yards past that. So we're at 227 and 10 yards to the right. So this is going to be brutal for us. Brutal. It's hole number 14, all right? So let's try that. Hole number 14. Here we go. Let's roll for wind and see if we get anything. 21, no wind, so don't have to worry about wind conditions here. I'm going to put you guys back here at the green since that's probably where all the action is going to take place. At least on this hole anyways. All right, so we're going to look at, we need 225, right 10. 225, right 10. I think we're going to hit a 3-iron. And we're going to work the ball 5 yards to the right. So let's just see what happens. Work the ball to the right, 5 yards. And we're going to use a 3-iron. Come on, Justin. Let's see what Justin can do with the 3-iron hit. Yeah, it's a bit way back. We rolled a 36. That is an 11. So it's going to go, wow, this is going to be brutal. This is going to suck. We hit it way, way left. 210 and left. Oh, and we need to roll for our working the ball to see what happens with our working the ball. We rolled a 44 again. So working the ball is a 3, which is, again, the -5. Well, that probably is going to help us because we were aiming, no, we were aiming 5 yards to the right. Weren't we? Yes, we're aiming 5 yards to the right, so we lose that. So we're going to end up way over here. This is going to be a horrible shot. So we're at 210 left 25. That's how bad we end up. I got to move the camera. That's how bad we ended up. So we ended up at 210, 75, 85, 90, 75, 75, 95, 200, 205, 210. Holy crap. He well underhit this. And he hit it 25 yards to the left, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So we are technically in the fairway there. So we're going to get 5-yard roll in the fairway. And as we get to our second fairway, that's 10 yards. That only leaves 5 remaining. So either way, we're going to end up in the rough over here or here. But I believe we're going to end up here. I believe. Again, not being a super good expert on this. So we should end up with, let's see, let me calculate this again. 180, 190, 200, 210, 5, 10, 15, 20, wait, 210 carry, wait a minute, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 200, 205, 210. Yeah, I definitely miscalculated. And then we ended up left 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, which is going to be the rough there. So we're going to go 10 yards in the rough. So we should end up there. So we're going to go 10 yards in the rough. And if all is right, we should end up at 220 left 25. 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 200, 205, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yep. So that's exactly where we ended up. And we're going to end up in the deep rough. So that is going to be not good. So we're going to update this with the DR for the deep rough. Hey Bob B, how you doing? I used the wrong column for 3-iron card, didn't you? No. So the way APBA does it is your woods are actually considered, and again, I'm certainly not an expert. I could be wrong on this, but I believe so your woods are your 1, 3, 4, 5, and any long irons, which are your hybrids, your 2, 3, and 4s. So we hit a 3-iron, so that's still considered a wood. You use the wood column for it. So that's why we did that. And even though you're actually technically using an iron, when you use your long irons, you still use your wood column. Your iron column is just for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pitching wedge, sand wedge, and all that stuff. So that's what that is. All right, so we ended up in the deep rough. This is not going to be good. So we ended up in the rough. Let's click on that. Regular rough. Where's the deep rough? Let's see. Rough. Where is the deep side rough? Regular rough. So I think with the deep rough, let me check the rule on this. I think you automatically use the rough, but you got to use like the worst shot. It's the... Is it the questionable lie or the buried lie? I forget. Let me look it up again. I know. What can I say? Not an expert, so don't kill me. Right. When a ball is in the deep rough, the maximum club used is a pitching wedge. After determining the shot results, roll under rough lie chart using the buried lie column for any adjustments. Okay. So we are in the deep rough. We automatically... yeah, labor of love if you were to play a tournament. Yeah, I'm planning on doing some tournaments actually, but not just the final 4 players for different tournaments. So that's where we ended up, way over here. That was not a good shot by Justin Thomas, I'll just say. Not a great shot. He's not impressed me so far. So we got to roll on the old... We're going to roll on the old buried lie column, but we got to hit our next shot first. So our next shot shows us that we are going to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 yards. 35 yards. And I actually want to come in this direction as opposed to shooting it this way. So I am going to use the path. Approach from the south or west. Select yes for south, no for west. And I think I want to come in from the west. So that'll be coming in from this way. And I think we're going to go... Yep, we're just going to shoot at it and see what happens. And then we have to roll on the bad column. So let's see what we get here. So we're going to hit we're calling 30 yards. So we got to use our 25 to 40 yard approach shot chart. We're coming out of the rough. Let's see what Justin can do out of the rough here. 14, and this will be an approach shot. 14 is going to be a 15. And that is going to be... Results is going to be 5 yards. Results. 5 yards long and 5 yards right. Ugh, God. This is going to get bad. So 5 yards long, but we do have to roll on our lie. So we are in the deep rough. So we got to roll on the... what is it? Buried lie chart. We're on the buried lie chart now. All right. I'm hoping he doesn't hit it that far. Let's hope. We need some minus distance, which is, there's a lot of minus distance, so let's hope. All right, so 23 on the chart, and that is actually, it figures. He got nothing. Look at this. -5, -10, -15, 20, 25, 30, 40. All that would have been super good. But no. Because we rolled a 23, which means we got no adjustment on our shot. So, if we go back to the caddy, it's going to show us at 225. Right 10. 225 right 10. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 80, 85, 90, 95, 200, 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, because it thinks I came in the wrong way. Maybe I hit the wrong path button. Maybe I needed to come in from the... No, I'm pretty sure the designer said south was always down the middle line. So let me make sure. I don't know if I can change that now. Click yes for south or no for west. Right, so I'm certainly not an expert at this program. So, guys, I've only played it like 6 or 7 holes with it. But that's why we're having the designer come out to show us how to play it. So we ended up... we ended up 225 right 10, 280, 90, 200, 10, 25, right 10. I'm just trying to figure out how it calculated that because I'm missing something here. We ended up 5 yards long and 10 yards to the right, which if we're coming this way, that's perfect because we ended up 5 yards long because we're aiming down this line right here, right? So we end up 5 yards long if we're going this way. That's here, and then 10 yards to the right, which puts us right at the bin. If we're coming down this path, right? If we're coming down this way, five yards long. So we called out 35 yards. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So if we go 5 yards long and 10 yards right, we should end up there. But the golf caddy is saying we should end up right here, which is perfect because that's where we want to be. So it must have thought we're coming this way as opposed to this way. So I must have something wrong in the golf caddy, and I can't switch the path now, I don't think. Can I? I keep clicking the path, and it says approach from south or west. Select yes for south. So yes would be coming from this direction, and no for west. So I'm going to click on no. Let's go back and hit our or shot again. We ended up, what kind of crappy shot did he hit again? 23 on our approach is a 4. No, it wasn't a 4. I know that. It was 5 yards long and 10 yards to the right. So it would have been coming out of the rough. There technically is no results. It's 5 yards long and 10 yards to the right. I must have looked at the wrong number. I must have. That's on me again. Boy, I'm terrible at this. So if we have a 23 here, which would have been the last roll we did, 23. So if you look at a 23, that actually is a 4. So 4 is 5 yards plus 5 yards plus 5 yards left. So that's going to put us at the 230, right 15. Now let's see where that ends up. Now that sounds a little better. So 75, 80, 90, 200, 10, 20, 30, right 15, 5, 10, 15. So let me put a little marker here. 20, or 280, 90, 200, 15, 20, 25, 30, 15. So, okay, so it must have thought we were coming straight down there, that line there at the pin. We end up 5 yards long and 5 yards left. So it did realize that we were coming down this west alignment, right towards the flag. So yeah, we finished. Should have finished. Yeah, so the caddy's right. I mean, this game caddy is so good because it's actually helping me, teaching me the game that I'm missing certain rules and stuff, and now I'm figuring out how to play the game because the golf caddy's always right, and I'm trying to figure out, well, if it's right, then what am I missing? What am I doing wrong, right? And then we ended up rolling on the line chart, the rough lie. We ended up with no results, unfortunately, because I was hoping it would end up short, but it didn't. So it's going to end up at 230 right 15, and we're going to update our thing, and we're going to be in the rough again. So that will be our regular rough. So now we have to call 15 feet. Even though we're just literally one little diagonal away, one of the things about APBA is if you're on the same side as the hole, you always have to go back to the center line no matter where you're aiming. So you can see we're at 5, 10, 15 feet. So we have to go, and that's to represent how hard it is because you have no green to work with. So we're going to end up 15. We're on the 15 column this time. And I'm just wondering if we want to try to maybe aim for this spot right here. So if we end up short, we're not back off the green again. So I think we are going to aim. Oh, we can't aim. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? We can't aim. This is not a shot you can aim. All right, let's go to the, what are we at? 15 yards. So we're at the 15 to 20 yarder. Let's see how we can do with this 15-foot putt. So, yeah, the golf caddy will tell me the final coordinates after all the adjustments. It helps calculate everything for us. Yeah, come on by Thursday at 7. We're going to have the designer on. We're going to talk golf caddy, all kinds of good stuff. So let's see what we can do with this 15-yarder. Oh, 66 for an approach shot is 2. We are in the rough again, so we're going to end up 8 feet away. We're going to end up 8 feet away. So it knows we're 8 feet now away. And for par now, we need an 8-footer for... Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is already a... That was for par. This is going to be for a bogey. An 8-footer. We need 1 to 20 to get this one in, Justin. 21. Is it 21? Are you kidding me? A 21 if we were going for par or higher. It's in. Okay, so it actually goes in because we were going for... So if you were aiming for birdie or lower, you would miss this putt. But since we're going for par or higher, actually 21 is good. So we're going to get it in the hole. Wow. So we will put in there. And yeah, I'll show you guys a little bit. Again, I'm certainly not an expert at any of this. And I made a few mistakes, but I understand the basic concept that I got with the developer Steve the other night. He walked it through quite a bit with me and just to show me it off. And I said, hey, this is really good. Would you mind if we, broadcast it on my channel and had you as a special guest? He's like, no, that'd be great. So we're going to work with him on Thursday and go through the basics of this program. But you can see it's taking all of our shots. It knows that we have 4 strokes here. So we ended up with 4 strokes. We did not end up with a green in regulation. We had no penalties. We only had 1 putt. So it'll keep track of all your fairways hit, the number of greens and regulations, your sand saves, your longest drive, your longest putt made, your total length of your putts. And of course you can do this for 4 golfers at the same time, which we're going to be doing. As we're going to be got a bunch of stuff coming in from APBA for APBA Golf, and we're going to be playing through the 1992 season. All 4 majors with the final 4 participants going at it. So that is another bogey for Justin Thomas. Wah, wah, wah. Alrighty, guys. Well, that is some more golf. APBA Golf action here for great little program. I love this program. I came across it by accident online, and I emailed the designer to get a copy of the Golf Caddy. And after I got it, I'm like watching the tutorial videos he has online, and I'm like, hey, would you mind hooking up with me some night and maybe we can go over some of this stuff? And really nice guy. He's like, yeah, sure. So we got together, I think, last Saturday night or last Sunday. I forget what night it was. But anyways, so offline, we didn't do it online. And he kind of went through the Golf Caddy with me. And I really was impressed and really liked what it can do. And so I asked him, I said, hey, if you're interested, I run a lot of live shows, and if you would be interested, we can get you to come on live. You can talk about your program. We can run through some holes and show people the program and kind of introduce it to people. And he was, very receptive to that, so I appreciate that. So he's like, yeah, I'd love to come on and talk with you about it and show everyone that it can do. So if you're into APBA Golf, or you're into thinking about getting into APBA Golf, and you want something to really supplement, the reason APBA Golf slows down, right? The reason that APBA Golf slows down is you're constantly, if you play any of the golf games, you're constantly counting and measuring. Okay, well, let's see, and then you take your shot, and then you got to remeasure and all this, blah, blah, blah. Well, one of the great things is you can actually just roll and hit your shot, input the information in the Golf Caddy, and tell you the exact location your ball ends up. And what it'll do is it will show you, like our first example here, it'll show you, like, okay, the shot landed here, what do you do from there? So then you have to figure, so you go, okay, well, that is in the rough, so I'm going to get it 10 yards instead of 15 yards. Or I think we ended up here, actually. Or maybe here. No, I think we were back here. No, we were in the deep rough, so it would have landed here. And I was like, oh, well, I know I'm only going to get 10 yards. So I put in the program that I'm getting 10 yards a roll. And it said, oh, well, then your shot's going to end up right there. And sure enough, that's where our shot ended up. So it takes a lot of the calculations out. It keeps track of all your stats. It's just a great program. And like I said, for me, it's really great because it'll help. It's been help teaching me the golf game that, certain rules or something that I'm missing because I'll forget. I'll be like, oh, well, hell, that's right. I'm not short-sighted, so I can actually move over to this line because the game actually calculated, because I was not short-sighted, that I was coming in on this line as opposed to coming in on this line. It said, oh, you're coming right at that flag. So, and that's how it ended up calculating where our shot was. And that's why it took me a little while to figure it out, because I thought we were coming in here when actually we were coming in here, which makes a big difference. Anyways, thank you all for coming out. I got to run. We'll see you later. I'm going to do some more holes later tonight. Talk to you guys then. Bye.